go to Norwich City against Watford. Well, it was a match that was noted last season for a quite amazing goal burst by Norwich City. They scored 6 times against a Watford side that were then on their way to a Wembley final. And John Deehan got 4 of them.
Kane, a mighty clearance. And it might get for Deehan! And he's got it in! Well, a remarkable goal for Norwich. Deehan trying to get it down for Shannon. Played it again for Deehan. Tremendous goal! And he's done it again. His hat-trick. It's the same side. It's the same results.
John Deehan was the toast of Norwich that day in April. He scored 4 of the 6 goals, 2 of them from the penalty spot. The unhappy Watford goalkeeper, Steve Sherwood, who admitted later, that was the worst game of my life. Norwich have serious injury problems, 12 professionals out of action. Goalkeeper Chris Woods and Peter Mendham are playing, although they're not 100% fit. The absence of Mick Channon and Keith Burchin, who's joining Portsmouth, gives another chance to Mark Farrington and Lou Donovan. Watford are still without their captain, Will Frostron. He's recovered from a hamstring injury, but now has a back problem. Luther Blissett is playing in midfield at the moment. Up front, George Riley returns to resume the partnership with Maurice Johnston that was so successful last season. Today's referee comes from Rutland in Leicestershire. It's Jim Ashworth. So Watford then kicking off in their change colours of white shirts and red shorts, hoping for a change of fortune too, although Graham Taylor says he's not at all concerned at the way they're playing and feels certain that results will come as long as they don't panic. Pushed then by Van Wyk on Callaghan. No panicking yet from Ken Brown on the injury situation, although clearly it has contributed to a rather modest start to the new season for Norwich. Here's Barnsley with the free kick then for Watford. Aimed towards the towering figure of Riley, but it's Barnes who flicks it across and just palmed away by Woods. A splendid reaction save. Here we can see the near miss again, the free kick taken there by Barnsley. Riley appeared to be the target and went on to Barnes. And there's his shot, and Woods palmed it away. Devine. Deehan, came off Terry, penalty! He struck him on the arm, and referee Jim Ashworth had no hesitation in awarding the penalty to Norwich. Here we can see the incident again. It's Devine who crosses the ball in. Deehan here with a header down and off the arm of Terry. Penalty, says the referee. Watford know all about penalties here, and John Deehan, who scored 2 in the match last time, remember, will be taking the kick again against Steve Sherwood. History repeating itself here. Deehan missed a penalty in the opening game of the season against Liverpool and didn't take the second one later in the game, right at the finish, in fact. Mick Channon took it and scored. Channon, of course, not in the side. So Deehan has the task again of beating Steve Sherwood. He scored. And John Deehan has given Norwich the lead. His first goal of the season, in fact. So 1-0 to Norwich. The scorer, John Deehan, from the penalty spot. Long kick, put it away by Sinnott, but only as far as Dale Gordon. A lovely turn of pace. The shot was wide, but not a promise about Dale Gordon, who's only 17 and in fact is still eligible for the club's youth team. Made his debut in the opening game against Liverpool this season. Jump by Gordon. Mendham now for Norwich. Devine. Here's Gordon again. Haylock's made a good run outside him, but it was well spotted too by John Barnes. He'll come back to cover. John Barnes showing that for all his ability, he's still prepared to work along with the rest of his teammates. Going to Norwich. It's Devine. Donowa. His cross in, the flick on from Deehan. Ball was in there. Mendham! Sherwood's lost it. Oh. Well, how did he manage to keep that out? Well, Steve Sherwood certainly lives dangerously here at Carrow Road. Mendham shot. Donowa with the cross in. Was flicked on by Deehan there. Gordon was in. Eventually Mendham shot. Sherwood couldn't hold on to it. Then just touched it away. Here's the corner. Sherwood's way out of goal was blocked then. Header wide anyway. Bruce. Always a threat on the set pieces. Now Callahan getting the break of the ball there. Oh, Bruce has lost it. Johnston! Just past the post. Mistake then by Steve Bruce. Johnston was quick to seize his chance, but couldn't turn it in. On from Farrington, that was a good header. Deehan, now for Donowa. Still Donowa. Barnsley trying to check his run. Manages to do so in the end. Only at the expense of a corner. Lou Donowa, certainly a thorn in Watford's flesh today. Norwich's fifth corner of this first half, taken by Gordon. Farrington off the bar. Sherwood just managing to touch the ball onto the bar. The header from Farrington, who climbed well. And Watford were lucky to survive then. The header from young Mark Farrington. Riley with the header on. Free kick. Will devise here. Barnes is involved, so is Callahan. Both can certainly strike a ball from that sort of distance. There's Barnes off the defender. Johnston. 1-1. Certainly Woods was sent the wrong way by the deflection, and Johnson to finish. The free kick taken by John Barnes. Here we can see it again now. It certainly takes a deflection on the way. And Johnston with a simple finish. Riley. Jacket waiting for some movement. He's found it now with Blissett. And off Barnes. And Watson able to clear. Terry was being held off then. Jacket with the free kick. Up towards Riley, but there goes the half-time whistle. The two teams that promised to entertain haven't let us down so far. John Deehan giving Norwich City the lead after 7 minutes with a penalty. And then Watford coming back 4 minutes from half-time with the equaliser from Maurice Johnston. At half-time, it's 1-1. So Norwich City then start the second half of a fixture that's so often provided goals in the past. 27 in the last 6 meetings. Norwich, incidentally, also won the match at Vicarage Road, as well as the game here. Then by Watson. John Deehan seems to have sustained a cut just above his eye there, the plaster. Graham Taylor, down in the dugout, having watched from the stand in the first half. Here's Kenny Jacket with the throw then for Watford. Making progress down their left flank, and another chance here for the long throw of Lee Sinnott. The Norwich defender certainly retreating. really is an enormous throw. Riley! There you can see just how much danger that throw of Lee Sinnott poses for defenders. Also when you have a man as tall as George Riley around. Another prodigious throw. Riley only just over the bar. Callahan then with the corner. And it's in from Terry. Steve Terry has scored, and Watford have taken the lead. 5 minutes into the second half. Steve Terry with his first goal of the season for Watford. Created here by the corner from Callahan. Came off, I think, the defender there, and it was Terry who was first to it. Terry. He couldn't find John Barnes. Here's Haylock with the throw. Crunching tackle by Blizzard on Mendham. Jacket. Settling for the throw. Farrington. Shot off the ball by Lee Sinnott. Watford's turn to organise themselves defensively now. Bruce and Watson both inside the penalty area. Devine curling it across. Oh, wonderful save. Well, that was a brilliant save. Bruce got the header in, and Sherwood spread himself and somehow catched it round the post. Well, he may have had his misdemeanors here. Sherwood certainly saved Watford then. A brave header by Bruce. And look how Sherwood stretched. Here's Riley now. Johnston ahead of him. Foreman up in the attack. Riley decides to go it alone. There's been some speculation that he may not have a future at Watford. He didn't make the side at the start of the season. He was dropped last week. He's come back with a vengeance today. Callahan. At the time it was too far for Riley. Kick then. Johnson's away, the mistake by Bruce. Brought down just on the edge of the area. But that could have been so costly then. The mistake by Bruce. The Watford players claiming he was inside the penalty area. My initial instinct was that it was just outside the penalty box. Bruce, I think, is going to be booked for the tackle. It was a dreadful mistake from him initially. Johnston went away. Was brought down. Was it inside or outside the area? Well, here it is. Johnston is clear here. And the tackle was certainly outside. He falls inside, and the referee says it's just outside the free kick. The referee insisting first that the ball is 10 yards away. Callahan is over the ball. Barnes is there too. And here's Sinnott. The wall did its job. Callahan. Norwich can clear now with Deehan. Now Donovan. This is the man who could really threaten Watford, I think. He's got the corner. If anyone can change the course of this game, it could be Louis Donovan. Watford's turn now to defend as Norwich City send forward their two big central defenders, Bruce and Watson. Quickly missed. Bruce got a second chance. Sherwood clutching at it. Deehan! Sherwood couldn't hold on to it, and John Deehan has scored his second of the game, and how he relishes playing against Watford. 6 now in 2 matches with the 4 last season. And it's back to 2-2. Watford struggled to get it away. Bruce had the shot there. Got a second chance. Sherwood couldn't hold it. And it crept over the line. May well have taken a reflection, but Deehan will claim it. Mostly shackled by Watson, and unfairly so too. The referee will have to sort this out. Certainly a foul by Watson. The Norwich supporters showing their disapproval, but it's a Watford free kick. I really can't see how they could have thought otherwise. George Riley can still afford to smile about it all. He's taken harder knocks than that. He lost his teeth somewhere. George Riley and Taylor feels that they've got to work hard at their relationship, he and Johnson, this year. It really all came too easy for them last season. Terry, now Deehan. Over the line before Gordon could touch it in, and John Deehan has scored a hat-trick. Quite unbelievable. 4 last season, 3 this time. And John Deehan can't believe it. So suddenly the game is transformed. Deehan going through. Sherwood rooted to the spot. Gordon going in to make sure that Deehan's goal is third. And it's 3-2 to Norwich. An astonishing game, but it's a hat-trick for John Deehan. Well, I wouldn't dare suggest that this game is over by a long way. But my word, this is quite a second half. Booking there for Johnston. Showing his frustration that Watford suddenly find themselves behind. Header on from Devine. Here's Deehan. Now for Donovan. Here's first to get the better of Bardsley. He's done well. Certainly wasted a few more precious seconds. Here's Van Wyk with the throw. Now for Deehan. Van Wyk with a chance to cross it in. Gordon's at the far post there. And here's Blissett. The time was almost beaten. Watford it has now. The points are Norwich City's, and the hero of the hour, no doubt at all about that, is John Deehan. 3 today, 4 last season, and he turned this game around after Watford had taken a 2-1 lead. John Deehan getting his second and third goals and leaving Watford still without a league win so far this season. The final score, Norwich 3, Watford 2.
And a defeat, incidentally, that puts Watford at the bottom of the First Division table. Too early to panic yet, as Graham Taylor says. You remember they had a dreadful start last season and then came on to have a really good season in the end. Our commentator there, incidentally, Peter Brackley. Well, they say that lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place, maybe not, but John Deehan does. 4 in this match last year, a hat-trick yesterday. It meant, I suppose, another match ball for the Deehan sideboard.
Well, John, here you are clutching the match ball for the second season running. What is it about Watford that brings the best out of you like this?
I really don't know. I've got to give their manager, Graham Taylor, and the Watford players full credit. They always come to Norwich and they always look to attack and score goals. And every time they've come, it's been a very entertaining game. Luckily, we've had the run of the ball, but the fans can't complain. They've had great entertainment value today.
Steve Sherwood must hate the sight of you.
A little bit. I wasn't too sure if he wanted to shake hands at the end. He seemed a little bit down, but I think he made some very good saves today and kept the scoreline down a little bit.
Where's the match ball going on with the other one?
Well, I've promised it actually to a very good friend, and I'm sure he'll be waiting up in the bar now and waiting for me to bring it up.
You're not going to open a sports shop and sell them off there?
No, not yet. A couple of the directors reckon they might be running a bit short. I said if they're a bit short next Saturday, I'll lend them one for the game.
You don't need me to tell you that the Norwich directors, I'm sure, are not going to worry in the least if John can oblige them with a hat-trick every week. Incidentally, at West Ham yesterday, I bumped into Norwich's Mike Shannon. He's been out for about 3 weeks now with Achilles trouble, but he reckons he'll be fit again in a matter of days. So that's some more good